Hey guys, welcome to my video for Season 39, War 1 versus JWIN. The bands were Kitty, Ghost, and Quake, and the global bands were Hercules and Human Torch. We'll be going in with the team of Warlock, Havok, and Nick Fury. We're starting out on Path 1 in Section 1. Coming up with Bishop here. Going to be using Warlock for both of these fights. Going to be relatively straightforward. I did throw in a tech power back boost, which was absolutely worthless and a complete waste. At the start here, we're just going to build up our infection. Whether or not this person is running willpower won't matter because the reinvigorated node will give him regens when I'm close to him. So no matter what, he's going to be draining all the entire fight. So really just parry heavy, try to keep his at least one regen up for him, and just finish the fight. This was a low sig bishop, so even if he did do a special, it wouldn't be unblockable. Well, no, it would be unblockable because of the bleeds on him, so yeah, wouldn't be nice. Next up, we have an unduped Longshot. Being unduped, he's not going to nullify my armor or any dexes, so the worry with Longshot is pretty much completely taken away here. So once again, just gonna build up the infection, and then the masochism is going to make it so he's always draining. And even then, we're just gonna be parry heavy the entire fight, so his PR part's never really going to build. So even if he did get to a special 2 somehow, it wouldn't be immediate death. No, there, yeah, he gets 1 by charging his heavy, but doesn't matter. Yeah, special 2, and then a little bit of a combo after this, maybe 1, 2 heavies. Big worry here is just trying to keep track of where the masochism timer is. It's a little hard with all the icons on that fight, but still relatively straightforward. And then next up, we're going to Path 9 in Section 2. We have an Ebony Maw and a Moleman. We'll be taking both fights with Havok. I do back out here and go put on a mutant boost, which is why the tech boost in Section 1 was a complete waste. So this fight got a little bit sketchy. Part of me is wondering if this would be better without using the attack tactic for Havok, because realistically you do want those shocks on you. And with the attack tactic, you're going to be shrugging them off, or you're just going to be immune the entire fight, most of the fight. So your damage is reduced pretty significantly when you're not just detonating him the entire fight. We do get, a few times at the very beginning where he just, detonates right away, and it's like, okay, this is going to go great. Yeah, right here, I'm ecstatic with how this is going. And then we're debuff immune, and the damage stops. But I'm debuff immune, so I could go attack during the bleed phase, which I didn't think about during the fight, because I was, focused on, I only want to attack during the shocks. So there's a little bit twofold here where I could play this better, either, taking advantage of the attack tactic, or just not using the attack tactic, period, here. And then, yeah, there, I do eat the heavy. And I think here I go, I go for the special 2. Doesn't do quite as much damage as I was hoping, but it does pull me back up to a special 2 with the power backs. Oh, yeah, I was hoping there we'd, get 1 shock on us that would stick, but once again didn't. So yeah, here, just stuck in the corner. He's not throwing his specials, so we just go for it. And yeah, this Special 3 is going to do enough damage to take him out. And so, we'll get out there pretty safe. Well, not really safe, but, you know. A couple things that could be improved upon during that fight in preparations and, you know, in-fight management. And then next up we have a Moleman, which is going to be pretty straightforward. Due to all the debuffs that are going to be being placed on him, I'm going to play him stun immune for most of the fight, just because there's no need to risk it. I mean, Moleman does have a reduced chance to shrug. I think it's either 60 or 70% reduced chance to shrug against mutants. But it still happens, and when it happens, it's fast enough and you take damage. No one likes that. So, yeah, just still waiting out the bleed phase, because it hasn't triggered in my mind yet that I can go attack due to the attack tactic. Yeah, so we were debuff immune that pretty much that entire shock phase. We do eventually get some up, and yeah, he's melting, which is exactly what we wanted. And then debuff immune again, so we should be attacking, but we just go for a special 3 here. Hoping this will knock him down. Doesn't do quite enough damage directly, but the burst at the end of the special 3 finishes him off. And then the reason why putting that initial tech boost on is because we put tech boost back on. Hooray. Genius game plans. Okay. But so we had this this person placed a champion in section 1, so we were able to verify that they had placed with willpower. Otherwise, Warlock would be pretty miserable here, because you'd have to get to your special 3 to do power drains, or you have to use your special 1, and yeah. And I also mess up this fight quite a bit, because I do end up triggering the prowess, which makes him attack. I don't know if they crit through blocks or if they just hit really hard through blocks. As you see here, I go for a second heavy in a row, and yeah, now he's just going to start destroying my block. But yeah, the goal here, since iBomb is a defense tactic champion, is never let him throw a special or never hit into his block. But yeah, as long as they're running willpower, and hopefully he finally gets up and a poison debuff on him, so it's just going to be degenerating the rest of the fight. I do eventually get smart and do other attacks besides heavies to just reduce the block damage I'm taking. But it takes a while for me to not be dumb. See, there we go, medium light, then here we go, medium heavy. Could have done that the entire fight, but doesn't really matter since this is my last Warlock fight. But always better to play smarter in these fights. And it would have been better to have the 200% boost on here instead of in section 1 where it was completely wasted. But we're still able to get him down pretty easily. And then this mother effer, Quicksilver. We're back for him again. We'll be going in with Dick Fury. We do have an invulnerability boost in, so we're just going to be pushing him to special 3. Why I go look at the nodes, I honestly couldn't tell you. Guess it's just a habit from doing that for every other war fight. But yeah, basically here we're just going to be blocking everything and pushing him to special 3 if he doesn't just throw it automatically. I did put on double edge here. Just a little bit extra damage, and it's not a permanent debuff. And then here we throw the special 1 into a parry, which was very convenient. But yeah, he throws a couple heavies here, which works out pretty well for us. Just block that whole special 1. So we're up to 8 tactical charges now, so that's pretty much the end of whenever he's going to evade. The SB1 does allow us to go unblockable because it acts as a shrug even if you don't have debuffs on you. A little bit weird, but Nick Fury has been out long enough. I don't think that's ever going to change. But yeah. And then yeah, we just go with SB1 here. That's going to push him to a special 3. If he throws it right away, great. If he doesn't, we're just going to wait and not bait anything out. But yeah, he's at 29%. We're still at 44% with a second life, so looking pretty good to finish this out. And, yeah. Then taking advantage of our unblockable. Now we're above 15 tactical charges, so we're going to be unblockable that ways. A whole lot of Nick Fury being unblockable here. And we just finish him off. Get a nice boss solo against stupid Quicksilver. So a pretty good start to the season. Had 6 fights, 3 with Warlock, 1 with Nick Fury, and 2 with Havok. Streak is just at 17. Had a couple, well, had another Quicksilver that didn't go very well near the end of last season. But hopefully, we can improve and get back to having a solid streak. Thanks for watching.